I got another big name for you that I got to mention. This one blows my mind. I had no idea. You you sang on That's Life with Frank?
Yes.
Oh man. Darlene, take a deep breath. Whatever you want to say about Frank, I'm listening.
I worked with Nancy Sinatra, his daughter, for a lot of years. And we were going to Las Vegas for the first time. And they did Sinatra Night. Nancy was at the International. Frank was going to be at Caesar's Palace. And Frank Sinatra Jr. was at the Sands Hotel. And it was Sinatra Night for the whole town. So we were going from one place to the other.
I wouldn't want to be the.
Can you imagine?
I wouldn't want to be the one at the junior concert.
We had to sit through that.
I don't want to put anyone down, but he would have been third, right?
Well, during rehearsal in Los Angeles, when we had to rehearse the show and everything, Frank would come to our rehearsals and say our backs would be to the door. He'd walk in and we'd just be singing. And then all of a sudden you knew something happened, but you didn't know what it was. You know, you could just feel it. What's going on?
An aura.
You turn around and look, and it was Frank coming through the door. And it was like, kiss my booty. And he was just like that. He loved to play, laugh. We'd be in Vegas. We'd be in our dressing room, and he'd come in there messing with us.
He was great.
And Nancy would
Party
come in.
guy.
I told you to leave my girls alone. Get out of their dressing room. So we had.
Wow.
He was amazing. To be in the room with him, what they talk about, like with some people, like with an Elvis Presley, just to be in his presence. It wasn't, don't get me wrong, I ain't saying it was like God, but really close. It was just the whole room,
Maybe one of the
whole
prophets.
atmosphere would just change. Frank is in the room. Oh yeah, amazing.
For us these days, it's like Iggy. I did a concert. In New York. It was a benefit concert, and there were a lot of big time rock stars involved. And we were all at this rehearsal, and there were guys that sold more records than Iggy in the studios, millions of records. And Iggy walked in the room, and it was just sort of like everything changed because he's sort of a musician's musician. Everyone loves and respects him.
Yes.
So I mean, but Frank was such a party animal. I mean,
Yes.
I read some stuff on his life. He must have been so much fun to hang out with when he was in a good mood.
Yes, and thank God we always saw him when he was in a good mood. He loved
He
the
had a
Blossoms.
legendary
he said,
temper.
He thanked us for working with his daughter. He said, because you guys have made her show so great.
Yeah.
So we did a great show in Las Vegas with Nancy Sinatra. I mean, it was fantastic.